Hello. All right, here's my disclaimer. Really important information. First of all, thank you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to WCIA Network. I appreciate you coming back. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And you could subscribe, which would be wonderful. New information. Oh, see, I completely forgot what I was going to say. I guess I'm going to be giving you some new information. All right, so this is what today's I'm just doing this off the whim because I'm being pushed to do this through spirit, and I haven't done well. I do a lot, believe it or not, through my shows, and every time I get online, what happens is I do wind up channeling what I'm doing because I never know what I'm going to say, where I'm going to go with it, or what's going to be revealed. For those who watch my station, you'll see that that's like one of the things that happens often, almost every time. And I don't know it until I look back and watch my own video. I watch the most of myself because I learned about myself and how I presented that day, what was going on for me, if there's anything I missed. And especially messages that will come through while I'm watching my own videos, because that is when spirit really speaks loud. Because they'll be like, nope, that's, you got to do this, got to do that, go to the left, go to the right, just small little messages that make a difference in a case. Here at WCIA, I am focused and only focused on the Summer Wells missing children. From the beginning, and it got stronger, that slogan for myself, because little Summer Wells is, to me, she's the queen bee. She's leading the pack. Her beautiful spirit and her strong sense of energy is just leading all of the children to find justice. She's a child that I believe was chosen from the moment she was born. From the moment she was born, this was, for some reason, her very awful, awful experience in life was a purpose for whoever put her through that. But on the other side, her purpose is to now stand by the kids that had no voice, and to be the voice for all of the Summer Wells missing children that were born into this kind of a situation, and to be a voice. Because we were all captivated by Summer Moon Wells, and there's a reason the country was captivated with her. There's some little girls and little boys and men and women that just, when they speak and you look at them, they have something big to do. That their soul's purpose is really large. So, as horrific as we think these kids went through whatever experience, to the people that brought them through it, that was this child's purpose. And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus. That's not my job here, you guys. My job is to just give a philosophy and to throw out what is going through me as far as words from spirit, to put it out there for one reason and one reason only. And that is to find the Summer Wells missing children. Period. I'm not here for drama. I'm not here for anyone to tell me I'm right or wrong. I don't need that. And I'm definitely not here to play childish high school games. I mean, that's why I don't open chat. But, I have people that tell me what goes on. Because some people that wind up coming in, it's probably the most unworthy job to do, because they must not have found worth within themselves. So they have to go as low as a snail and a troll to come in and just fill themselves up with the moment of joy. And unfortunately for them, not for us, because we're smarter than that, their little moment of joy comes with them inflicting pain upon someone else. Well, if you don't allow the pain to come in and you're smarter and more connected to yourself than that person, it's just going to roll right off of you. It rolls right off of me because I feel I send them light instead of, because I feel so sad for those people that have to do that each day. That's all they need to, that's all their purpose is for the day, is to fill their bucket, their little cup, with all their negative thoughts and words that they said for the day. They fill their cup with that because they feel a sense of taking from you. They're very jealous of the people that have the light and can speak correctly and know what this world is about. So they want to take a piece of you because they can't have you. So they found a way to take a little piece from everyone. I find that a very, very, very big compliment. It's a huge compliment when someone tries to do that, because that means that you have something to give them. And they're really angry when you give it to anybody else. So they're trying to take it from you and fill you with a dark dot. Well, guess what? There ain't no dark dots around this channel. Like, you can't create it here. You know, I'm an older person than probably most of you, and seen enough stuff in the world. Obviously, and now I see more stuff through Summerwell's Missing Children, but it's so, it just blows my mind that that's what people choose to do instead of looking at these children's faces and finding justice for them. Right there in itself is just so sad. Sad. So that's the message. It's a message. This channel is about spreading the light and spreading the love and spreading the awareness. That's it. To find the missing children. That's it. It's very simple. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. You know, it's just not. It's all for the good of the children. It's all good for the good of the world. And for those who, oh, they don't like channel do this and they want to take it down or whatever, you know what? That's so sad for you. It is so sad. You need to go find yourself and question yourself. Why is it that you're fighting against someone who's trying to find missing, abused children? That's a question for you to ask yourself. You could probably enlighten yourself in many ways and take a step back and look at your own life. It's got nothing to do with my channel. It has nothing to do with how you live. So keep what you do in your home in your home. Do not bring it over to my channel, because you will not receive one piece of light from me. Nothing. Because I don't have any room for any dark little spots in my body. Not happening. I stay focused, I stay in my message, and I stay in my purpose. And if anyone out there that's decides to now come on in and act like a high school child, a high school teenager that rebels because they had no friends, bring it somewhere else. Because I know who you are. Here, I'm going right into it. You're someone who really had no friends. Because you were a bully. You were the bully. That made you feel so good to stand in your school hallway and just stare someone down like someone who's just so filled with anger. Bring that anger somewhere else. Bring it somewhere else. Get back in your body. Wake the fuck up. You're not in high school. And go look around the world and see all these children that are missing. That's what you should be doing. Period. Period. That's my message for this opening video that I'm about to give. So, welcome. Who you see in front of you is Lisa Irwin. I'm not going to be talking much about her. I just wanted to actually bring up one little thing about Lisa Irwin. Um, she's actually one of the cases that I keep a file on. Okay, I go back to the files to see what I have in there each time I add a new element to the cases. This is the surveillance tape. Um, wait. Let me just put something up here. Because a lot of you don't know who she is, so I have to remember that. She disappeared, I want to say 2016. Wait, this is in Spanish. Wait. Not Spanish, wait. Here, this is the one I hit up. So this is Lisa Irwin, age 10 months, abducted from her crib. Oh, 2011. According to police, Lisa's mother placed her in her crib on the evening of October 3rd, 2011. Her father arrived home in the early morning hours and found Lisa was missing. That's it. That's like Lisa was missing. Just got gone, get gone. I added her very quickly because I looked at all of her photos. And I looked at the photos just like I do with all my other cases. I look at the vigil. I look at the posters. I look for their particular tree, because they each have one. They take a picture of them in front of a tree, in front of a fence, and in front of like a wooded area. And then they do stuff like this. Okay, like pictures like this, and they're just, so I take those kind of photos, and if I don't find the elements within those kind of photos quickly, then I just move on. Lisa, this little girl, this little beautiful girl, basically really fell into this kind of category of just got gone, get gone. Kids don't know anything other than she has the elements, and then I saw this. The surveillance tapes that were found later, the surveillance video has many of the elements in the Summerwell's missing children. This surveillance video actually shows a lot of information. The first one that's important, the one that it must always have, is the number 5. Now, this you guys could look right up. You could just look this up on Google and YouTube yourself. It's the Lisa case reveals new surveillance camera never seen. Well, this ain't surveillance camera. This is a happening location. Like, this has a lot of information. You see the 5s, and you also see, okay, I'm going to circle it. I'm going to circle these because I'm going to lose you guys. You could see, I'm going to circle, hold tight. I'm going to circle the 5. The Toyota. Okay, let me put this back. This is, all right, here's the number 5, and the number 5 is in all of these. You could see the number 5 in that bubble, okay? It goes from the number 5, and then it changes actually to the logo with the 5 and the 2 and the 3 or whatever the heck it is, right? But this also has the cage. I'm going to circle it. And it's on the machine. It's like, wait, let me just circle the cage that travels. There's one there. And then there is one basically in the surveillance camera just sitting there. And the Toyota. So when I didn't really look, I just looked this up. They obviously they released this a while ago, right? But what's happening, I don't know what is all of a sudden happening to these videos. There's something in their programming. I'm telling you guys, there's something in their programming that's allowing the truth to come through. So here you have those exact boxes, the number fives in there. And look at the Toyota is in every, that Toyota, you guys, is in every freaking case. Every case. Now, the crazy thing is, it's funny. This thing on this thing, wait, let me circle it. Candus just can't get out of her own way, right? She posts things that are of real importance. She's definitely bragging these days, right? She posts this really weird, and I don't have it with me, but it looks like what I circled here, but it's maroon. She posted a something that it was that, but it's maroon. It's a big one, and I'm gonna go back after I'm done with this live and put it next to each other because that could be another element that we must see. But this is Lisa Irwin, and they say that this is surveillance of the night that she went missing. Again, it has what I need to add her to the Summer Wells Missing Children. Now I brought her up a few months back just because I grouped her in there, and I'm like, yeah, she had like that perfectly blue eyes. There's like a look that they kind of look for in certain children that are going to fill the purpose of like what Summer Wells did. But if you look back, if those who are interested in looking in cases like this is a very interesting one. This is a very interesting one to go back and look at. Um, and I've never heard anything from the William. They never called me, and I gave them really quite incredible information. I never heard from them, but I do hope that they're using the information. Because his case, this William out of Australia, is to me one of the stronger cases that would be a very, very, very big case once this whole stuff is busted open, right? I feel as if this his case is really important to recognize and understand because it will help future it will help future cases. I am going to keep some photos up while I do my channeling. What I'm doing here is the spirits are so very high. I haven't shown this to you guys. This is just a presentation that I'll actually go through while I'm talking. This, what you're going to be looking at, and I want to use this as my focal point because it tells me I feel. Now, these are just my philosophies, you guys, and it's for entertainment purposes. No one has to agree with me. It's just what comes out of me. Okay? I'm using this presentation today. Now I understand why I haven't used it yet, because it's really meant for today. This is going to be my focal point and what I'm going to be looking at to allow the visions to come through and I speak them. I feel as if the fake car ride, it was a fake car ride. It wasn't on June 15th. And this is what they were covering up. That fake car ride was the deep fake to cover up the travels of Summer Wells's body. It traveled. Whew, yeah, it traveled. And this is called a channeling. This is what I'm going to be doing. And I feel at first, I feel it in my throat. I deep breathe because it actually takes my breath away. If I'm not grounded, that's when I kind of faint. But I have my support system here with me. So that's also why I'm able to do this right now. While I'm going to be doing this, you guys, I'm mixing. I very much like to keep myself moving and doing and looking other places if I need to steer away and like a multitask while I do something like this because I need to, or I'll get stuck. It's not a pretty sight. I am going to be. Let me. I've got this spinning, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. Like this, it spins while I move it, and I'm going to be spinning different color. Maybe I should show this to you while I'm going to be. Let me see if I could do that. I wonder. I'm going to be spinning different sand colors and creating 28 only 28, that's it. 28 candles with this sand. And I'm doing it in different colors and the sand is going to create these beautiful candles. And I'm going to be crushing up fresh flowers that I have specifically for summer. I think I should be showing this. What do you guys think? I'm going to chat. Do you guys want to see this while I'm I'm going to show, let me see how it looks on the camera. Let me see how it looks on the camera. Let me take this, let me expose my camera here. Okay, let me see. So what I'm going to be doing, I don't know if this is going to work, is while I'm doing the reading, you guys, or not the channeling, I am going to be creating this beautiful. I'm going to be filling this with sand, just like how you see. While I do the reading, and I have lots of different colors, okay? A lot of different colors. And I'm going to create this, and this is going to be today's reading. This is going to be a very powerful candle. Very. And it's all for summer moon. So I'm going to be, and I'm starting it now, pouring this as well as writing my notes during this channeling. I think you guys maybe want to watch me do this. Let me see. Do you want me to? I'm gonna. Hopefully, you could hear me good. I'm gonna. I think let you watch this. The candle I've made one. I have a candle of summers, and I kept it for myself. It's really cool. And then I have like these fresh these flowers that these are actually from Thanksgiving, and I kept them, and I crush them and I sprinkle them in, and I do all that intuitively because it's all these different kinds of flowers that I use, right? and I pick them to how I feel I'm supposed to. And I do that, and that's how those are all the candles I use here. If I'm only making 28 of them. If you want one, go to WCIAnetwork.com and you could purchase it. I never told you guys. It's hopefully it's set up to purchase. But I only have 28 and only allows for 28 to be bought. So that's if you guys are interested. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to start. The other thing is I have next to me, I keep with me my notepad that I have all about summer. I have like 3 books of these. And I have drawn, and I haven't looked at this in a very long time. I actually have drawn, and I didn't know this obviously. This was back in April 20th. This is before she went missing. I'm going to look at this after I give a reading. This was in April before she went missing. That's crazy, right? Because I circled here. April 22nd, I was in a small 2-bedroom apartment, somewhere warm, getting dressed with 3 others. Oh, this is when I felt there was an earthquake. I thought something was going to happen. This was April 22nd. I never even looked to see. All right, you guys. I'm going to start here. Summer moon. Summer moon. Okay. I need blue. She wants me to draw. It's going to have to do with sand, you guys. She wants me to draw where what I'm seeing. This is a street. There's a long street here. On this side of the street, it's like small stores. This is all sand. This is all sand. I am walking this way. I am walking that way. This is all sand. This is a beach. This is where the beach is. In the sand, I'm walking this way. Over here are the little stores, and this is the beach. There's a small walkway right here. I'm not on the walkway. This is a walkway. I'm over here on the sand. Someone tells me that I dropped my earring, and it was a really important earring. And I go to someone says to me, did you hear that? Do you hear that? And I'm like, how could my earring be making a noise in the sand? Here's the little earring. So I go, use this side. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, you guys. I'm telling you what I'm seeing in my third eye. I'm watching myself doing this. I go to bend down to pick up the earring, and I start digging a little bit. And there's a box filled with old used jewelry. There's bracelets, there's necklaces. It's just obviously it's been there for a long time, and it's a box of used jewelry, and the gold is like metally cheap. At first I'm like, oh wow, this is someone's diamond ring, but I could tell that it's just cheap metally jewelry that's in just a little box. That's, you have to lift the lid up. You have to lift the lid up, and it goes deeper. So as I am pulling out all of this, and they're like bangles, they're round, they're metal. They're like round metal bangles, and they're not maroon. They're like coppery. They're coppery and dark black and all like melted together. And I'm digging, right? I'd say here's the sidewalk. Closer to the sidewalk, because I never saw water. I only saw sand. I'm not seeing water. I'm not hearing water. I'm hearing voices, but not muffled, very clear. There's not a lot of people because I'm able to talk to this person that's coming towards me, and I'm digging, and as I'm pulling out the metal, oh my goodness. There's like a room. So now I pulled that whole chunk of shit out, and I see a dark room. The only reason there's light in there is because I lifted up all these bangles and stuff that's together. And I look in there, I'm like, oh my God, and it's taking my breath away. I'm like, oh my God. And I look up and I could barely breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. They're not moving in there. And I'm like, hello. And the first thing I said to them, they were beds, bunk beds. They were bunk beds for sure. I'll do it with this. They're bunk beds. This color. And so I dug over here, went down underneath, and I would say the beds, it was on an angle. So you go down into it. It was on an angle because I was talking to them, looking down at them on an angle, like how the stick is, like on an angle. That makes sense. And it was like a box, and the beds had no mattresses. They were just metal, and they were bunk beds. 100% positively they're on bunk beds. And I'm yelling, is anyone hungry? No one's answering, no one's moving. I turned to someone who walked over to me, and like, you need to call 911. You need to call, there's people. And I couldn't like say the words, almost like I was getting drugged. Like, I'm like, there's people, but people like, like trying to tell him these words that there's people, like can't even say right now, I couldn't even say the word children, under there, like call someone, call someone. And he was looking at me like, what are you talking about? And I said, no, you have to call someone. I'm working on these cases and they're under here. They're right there. And they never moved. They were laying on bunk beds with no mattresses. I want you all to remember this. The smaller children are on the bottom and the larger, whoever the bigger ones are on the top. It's not the way you would think it is. The top has the bigger people and the bottom has the smaller. They definitely have animal faces, like the not animals. They don't have animals that are barking. They don't have animals um that are alive. They don't their animals aren't alive. They're more interested in the faces than the faces. So this number 5 is coming out to me like an S. Hmm. The sacrifice that I showed you guys yesterday with the fire is real. They're just a very, very, very small portion. They're telling me that they're very, very, very small piece of this puzzle. They're like the oh, I'm going to have some fun with this. Let's turn them into fossils. I don't even know what that means, you guys. That's just what I just said. They're doing something. They're doing something. They're making them into fossils. They're turning them into pieces. That's their job. That's their job. They're one of the last processes. And those are the little pieces that are of importance to these people. They have no problem doing it. It's a ceremony. It's a ceremony. I hear um a lot of the kids are saying mama. A lot of them are saying mama. Um, as if a lot more moms know about this than people realize. The moms are the ones who, a lot of the moms that are in the summer wells missing children, these children are saying that their moms made this decision long before. They're saying the mom, it's the mom's purpose. It's the mom's purpose. I don't hear dad as much as I do mom. And they're cold. They're lifeless. And they're bound. and they're underground. I see them actually. They get pulled up like you're pulling a weed out of the ground. They get pulled up like pulling a big root, a tree root. Like they get pulled up like unrooting a tree, a big tree, and like they're the roots, and they get all pulled up like that, out. That's what I'm seeing. Like if you were to take the big tree that has old roots rooted all the way down, each of them is a root, and they all get pulled out at the same time. And then they crawl out. Like they're very well kept in secret. It's not going to be secret any longer. It won't be. It won't be. Oh boy, oh boy. This is how the beds are. 3. This is the walkway in between the beds. The hole is up here. This is the hole I'm looking into. And I'm looking down. They're flat, but it's a box. 1, 2, 3. And then the other side, 1, 2, 3. Metal bunk beds. And the one who is the tallest and the biggest is all the way over here in the corner of the room. Not moving. Not dead. Barely breathing. They're paired up. No rhyme and reason. That's just someone else pairs them up. It's not like they're. If I was first intuitively thought that they were taken in pairs, but they get paired up. They get paired up. It's not like someone pairs them up, and that's what creates the bunk beds. They come, not, I wouldn't say seasonally. I say that there are moments of time where it's completely empty, that these barbaric rooms are not, they're empty. They come in shifts because they work together in shifts. So it's so often in whatever their schedule, they follow a schedule, and it's a set schedule. It's a set schedule, like everyone knows it. Like it is what it is. Like that's what it is. Everyone knows it's what we follow. And here's the schedule. And you know that this is what it is. So whoever does this, it's a set schedule. It's not like all of a sudden they walk on the street and say, oh, I feel like I need to take a child. It's set. It's developed, it's created, and it's set in stone. It's set in stone. I'm putting that big one there because I feel as if there's like a master person. There's a master person in each room. I'm not sure. You don't want to be the master, but you are. You're like the very abused. Like, obviously, they're all very abused, but there's one that's chosen in each one of these barracks to keep everyone quiet and keep everyone in their places, or they're going to smash them, or they'll smash them. They need to do good. They need to do good, or they get just smashed, just smashed. This is what we need to save. This is what we need to stop. This is the Summerwell's missing children's fucking situation. A lot of people on the outside. Like if I wanted to take my sand and just put all over the room, all over, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. No one is smarter, bigger, or has more money than the other. They're all the same. This group treats everyone as an equal. It's a team. They work it as what they know from as a team. They work it as they know is how they create the team. Summer moon. Summer moon, they want me to, that's interesting. They want me to fill this flower. This flower is getting filled with sand. Like, they want me to keep it here like the big person is getting filled with sand. This is what they want me to do. And not stop. I am literally not moving my hand because this is somehow symbolic. This is very fucking symbolic. Whatever this is right here that I'm doing, this is what they want me to do. Fill these. Fill this person. Look at that. I'm not doing this because I want to do it. They're filling this person. In each crevice, they want me, I'm going, like it looks like what I'm doing is going in the holes. I'm going in the holes of the flower. Oh, wow, interesting. And I'm not changing color. You don't want me to. I'm going in each crevice. Look at that. This is very, very simple. And I'm not going to the other ones. It's only this one. It's the main one. It's the main person. Whoever is the main person gets covered in sand, starting with the crevices, starting with the grooves in the person's whatever. I think this is a skeleton. I think this is like a bony. But this is what's doing, like I'm about to use all my freaking pink. But it doesn't want me to move from the holes. I'm filling the holes until they overfill. See? That's a very important thing in this case. This is very important to this case. But let me tell you something. What's going to be left showing is going to be what they're telling us to go look for. Very interesting. Wow, and it goes outside it too, so it overflows onto, it's overflowing. They go all the way out to the edges of wherever these children are. They cover it all the way out to the edges and they fill it up. They leave one little flower showing. They leave a flower. This is very symbolic right here. They cover the symbol like that halfway. They do this until the bucket is gone. They do this until their bucket or their whatever they're pouring, they don't use another one. They could only use this one to cover every little thing. And they can't touch it. They can't touch it. They can't touch it. This here, for us to find the missing children, it's covered like this. Some of the pieces are all the way down under. Once in a while, you could pick one right out. Like that. Without disturbing what you just poured. So it kind of left like a mark right here. It actually, if you guys are not going to believe this, it actually left the 3 marks. I don't know if you could see that. Right here, it left like 3 rake like 3 little rake nails. This, something like this could be found at each of the markings. Everything else is covered perfectly. They don't touch it afterwards. They pick things out like, I don't know what those are, but it's pretty set. This is, I don't know what this means, obviously, but this is set. This is set. This is very symbolic, but each and every one of the locations where these children are, or where their spirit is, or what has happened, is marked with something that is halfway in and halfway out, but the rim of it's going to show. And if we could get access to these locations that I believe that we should be digging, I would look for something in the ground that's sticking halfway up like this, and it's maroon. And it's in sand, cement, something solid and heavy, but it's one color, and they pour it. Each time they do this, they're pouring something. They're pouring They're like pouring on top of it, you know? And then they pour again. They pour on top of it. They wait a while. See, I didn't even know I was going to do this. Once they're done, unfortunately, I didn't know this was going to happen. In time, in time, it all goes away. You're not going to find them in there. It's all on a time. This is all timed out, you guys. If they don't get to them in the middle of the process, this is what goes away. They go away. They get covered up just like this. This is the second bucket. Nothing will stick out. So with each time that the window is missed to go dig up these kids, there is no way, because once this is poured, whatever this is, and whatever the little clue was, gets covered. The only way to find them is to find an area on the ground that has a little teeny thing sticking up before the whole thing gets covered. This is in the sand. It has to do with cement, and it's in Tennessee, and it's at, I believe it's close to Appalachian Fairground. If not at the Appalachian Fairground, as well as the Wells home. I feel like this is at the Wells house. And the children want us to start looking. And they want to do this. They want to pop up. They want to pop up and be found. They want to be found. They're a team, you guys. These are the Summerwell's missing children. They stick together. They support each other to make it through their process. They don't all get split up. They don't. Oh my God, how long have I been on here? I have no idea. Oh, wow. I was shown this for a reason. I'm shown it. They're not too far under the ground. This is what I see. And this is what I know. And so many of these readings, here, it's just like I wrote these before she went missing, like a little boy with a blue backpack, Kankakee, Champaign, Waukegan, Indiana area, Gary. I just drew and drew a house and what the house looked like. This is my creation for today's reading. Let's do something fun. I would like to see if we could do the Summerwells. Sometimes I like to do this Once in a while, I don't love this thing, but it's kind of fun. The Miracle Box is kind of fun. Um, I think I'll end it with a couple of those, or maybe I'll go into a PDF. But let me tell you guys something. This was something that came on very strong. It started last night, and it needed to be addressed because it's not going to be so easy to find these locations. But as soon as the authorities really kind of accept that this is kind of where they are, and they have to start digging underground, it'd be a lot easier, right? So what I do with this is this is my special little tool. I got it in Arizona. I picked it off the ground. So then what I do is I'm going to chop all this up, and I mix this all, and it will come with a message. If anyone wants it, you'd have to go to WCIA Network, and there's only 28 of them. But I'm going to make this into individual vials, and they'll be made into a small candle. And the reason I picked 28 is because 28 to me is Summer Moon Wells' number. There you go. May 28th is the number I use. I don't know why. I can't remember why, I tell you the truth. I don't even know why. But May 28 is Summer Moon's number. So I keep doing this, and then I let it sit with my crystal rocks that I love, and they're totally healing, amazing rocks for me. And then I do my little spiritual thing over it with my pendulum, which I will do later during a meditation. And then let this sit with good intentions overnight in peace and quiet. And it'll be under my little voodoo area. And then I will be putting it into small glasses and creating a beautiful candle. I don't know what scent it's going to be yet. I may not even make it with a scent. I don't know. But this to me is a little potion. It actually smells really good because these are flowers. These are fresh flowers they were given to me over Thanksgiving. Then I have more downstairs I'm going to crush up. But they're all from, see? And that's going to turn into 28 flowers. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to keep this in here to keep it. Nope, it just wants that one. And now I'm going to put up a different PDF. But what we're going to do is let's see if I could get Summer Moon Wells over this thing. The location, you guys, it's between. It is definitely between the Wells home and the Appalachian Fairground. It is. It's up to the authorities to start digging. It's up to the authorities. All right, guys. Let me turn this light out. Okay. Hopefully you guys could hear this. Okay, Summer Moon Wells. I hope you just enjoyed. I just made you girls, I guess you girls. I think you're together with a bunch of girls right now. I know there are little boys there too, but I feel as if this is who you're with right now. Just made you a little spiritual. Oh, it smells so good on my fingers. These are going to be made into 28 little candles. And I hope you just heard what I just said. And I would like to see if you could confirm that I represented what you wanted to get across correctly. Did I represent you correctly? I love you, she said. I'm going to put up, she's ready to go, you guys. This is going to be good. I'm going to put up a PDF that I'm going to want to focus in on while she speaks. That's what she would prefer. Okay. I'm going to put up the summer moon wells. This is what she's asking for. She's asking to see herself in the fake car because this is what she knows from, right? Summer moon, are you here with us? Are you here with us, Summer Moon? Are we here with the spirit of Summer Moon Wells? Okay. Did you see what I just did? Yes. Did I represent it good? Are you in the sand? Leaves. Okay. You guys, we need to move some leaves. Maybe this is why the wells cut all the trees down, because she needed to be covered in the leaves and the trees and the branches. Am I correct? Are you covered with the leaves? Yes or no? No. She's not covered in the leaves. Should we look in the leaves? Yeah. Pretty short and sweet. So this area has a lot of leaves. There's a lot of leaves. And this has been an ongoing thing with the leaves. I don't get a lot of information other than leaves and this Julia. Are you with Julia? She's very strong. This is very strong. Are you with Julia? Do you see us? Do you see the screen? Is that you on the screen? Okay. I'm going to put that over there. And I'm going to continue with my channeling. But now I'm going to use this PDF to do it. This PDF comes right from Candus's TikTok. And this PDF was created from the video of Candace Wells' TikTok video. Um, this TikTok, actually has a lot of information on what happened to Summer. Once you play the TikTok back, you're going to see, let me open up the smaller ones, you're going to see photos like this. And, wait, Summer here. What these show are the exact same situations as I was showing you with Benny's head in a corner. Fake Benny. I shouldn't say it's Benny. It's not. It's literally fake Benny. I'm not joking. It's not him. But his head is also in a corner like this, and they're in these tin boxes. They're in these tin boxes. They're actually the tin boxes that you see go with Candus for her paint job. They're tin, and they look just like this. This is what they look like. See how the heads are on the corner? All these photos are given to me through social media, through mostly YouTube. Mostly YouTube. YouTubers really give me a lot of information to go by. Here are the people that I saw that have their heads in these corners. The one all the way to the right, you guys, is Kim Kessinger from the Watts case. I have categorized her as 5'2", 5'2", as the second Donald. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know where she is. I don't follow anything about her. But they really missed it with her. Unless she took a plea deal and they put her undercover somewhere and Chris Watts is in jail because this was what they worked out. You know, we don't know. You guys, we don't know what the authorities did. But I can't imagine that they missed Nikki completely. I just can't. I do truly believe, and I am told that she's already in the process of whatever they're bringing her through, that this is part of it. Oh, that's so funny. See the fake rocks behind her? That's actually the same, that's the amethyst. That's what I just put in the middle of all of her flowers and all of her sand and so forth. This carried through, this kind of a design on her bathing suit carried all the way through to the car ride. You guys, we just weren't shown it because it was covered by the fake cover-up, right? But her jacket actually has that same fishnet thing on it. Summer is really laying underneath one of those covers that I showed you from the bouncy video. This is the same situation. Her body is laying in one of them. She's under it. She's under something. She's laying in it. She was never in the car. She was never in the car, you guys. That is her head laying on it. Let me grab this one. Copy. Pay very close attention to this. See how that is not a milk carton. She's laying. Let me turn this around. She's laying this way. Copy. Her head, this is really what her head is in. And we have seen, those who've been following the case, that her mouth does have that on it. The ones that have lots and lots of super deep fake on it, you can't see it. But this is reality. This is what she's laying on. This is Summer. And this is what it looks like. It's from, if you go back to the TikTok videos from 8 months ago, you'll see it. I do nothing to it. Like I said, I do nothing to it other than slow it down and go half a frame at a time. That's all. I don't do voodoo or change anything to these things. These are untouched, you guys. So this is untouched. This is Candus's video. When you zoom closer into it, this is what happens. This is what happens. That monkey face shows up, and that is in the video. That is real. And somewhere in between those frames shows a location. It's the strangest thing. I just can't, I don't know exactly what number or how I got that, but whatever face is in the right-hand corner matches what's in the car. This is what's in the car. This is the video. So it's very symbolic. Very symbolic. And those faces, when you go back to the photos we have of Summer in the basement, where she's in the basement with the maroon ground, supposedly one of her last photos. This is what she has in the background of it. She has like the same stuff going on. So all of her information in her videos are really telling the truth. And I love it because I've been speaking this for so long, but this gives it a little bit more credibility when it shows up in photo, right? Shows up in photo. Very important. And that's the fake Candus in the front. That's fake Candus with this on her. Oh, you know what? I did tell you guys, if you want the candle, you have to go to WCAA Network. There's 28 of them. I'd love if people want them, because I don't think I'm can't sure. I don't know if I'm monetized or not, but I'm trying, because I didn't realize how expensive things were to just go on location. So I was like, what the heck? Okay, look at this monkey face. It's the same thing as we saw in these crazy photos of Summer in white. I put this out there every time I find a new photo that has the same element and it's consistent. I have to put it out there to show the consistency of what they're doing. Let me see if I can make this one smaller so you could see it better. One sec. This picture. That ID on the right hand side. Now that is this. See, if you make it smaller, then you could really see it with the bar in the mouth. The right hand side is something that came from, I want to say that came from one of Candus's videos, and I never understood it. It almost looked like a piece of metal, and it's like in a frame like. But that was one of the very, very, very first elements I showed you guys, and I introduced it. Like, I understand that this means something, but I don't see what it means, and I couldn't understand what this was, other than Candus's icon turned to a man's face with a beard. Like, that's so odd. All those icons are changing to like monster faces. And as I keep it and I go back to it, it so makes a lot of sense, because that's the machine. This is what it is. This is the machine. See this? This is the machine on the right hand side. I'm going to crop it for you. Um, Anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, go back to my other videos, and I will put it Don's up here. This, whoops, is that. That's the machine. I don't know what the hell they do, but that's the head and that's like the shoulder area. And let me show you by what I mean by machine. I will show you, let's see, it's called, they save it under machine? Ooh, I did. Sometimes I do things right. Found the machine. Let's see if this is it. I have it, it's like I have a little video of it. I'm just waiting to see if I can open it. One of these days we're gonna know exactly what this machine does. We will. Because I do believe the time is coming, and all these stuff is going to show up, and it's going to be just mind blowing. If I get this to play, why would it play? Hold on. Equipment. Oh, wait. Oh no, we don't want that. Machine. Hold 1 second, because it will help if those who haven't seen this kind of see what I'm talking about. Movies. Oh, lots of movies. I have played in the last 30 days. Let's see. A lot of, oh my God. I have a lot of that young couple stuff. It's crazy. I'm trying. Aha. Let's see if this is it. I think this is it. It has this couldn't open. The file doesn't exist. The heck? All right, let's see if this one will open. I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, good. All right, this is what I mean by a machine. This is Don. It's Don's window. I think those are heads, but you know, This just shows up while he's working in his window. So, yeah. So that machine is a true machine, and they're definitely doing something with it, right? Too many TEDs, and it just doesn't make any sense if they're not using it, because they like to brag about them. So this is our summer wells. I wanted to show you here how she's under something, just like the children are in the bouncy video. This is a snap frame from Candus's bouncing video, and it's a good guide to show you that their bodies are under something, and they get pulled up and out. The picture all the way to the left, I kept from way in the beginning. I'm like, I know this will make sense one day, but now it does, because it matches up. Like that thing in her mouth, like this I saw way back from her car ride. And I'm like, this is so, it was as creepy as it looked. I'm like, this is the truth. Like I'm being told, like, this is a real important photo. Well, now it matches up by the whatever is in the mouth, and there's another person or whatever that is above her. I don't know if I don't know what it is, but it's really, really, really. But now, hear me when I say this. It's very much like the fire sacrifice that I showed you guys. It's in a box. There's fire. There's a black head area like this that goes above the person. And it's doing something. It's doing something. I'll show that in a couple minutes because it's worth showing again. And in Summer's photos, this comes from Summer's photos. What you see up in the right-hand corner is in her photo. I just cropped it and made it bigger. Now, everything in the photo, there's a reason for it, and it's very symbolic. That is why that video of the fire sacrifice last night, all of these photos kind of match up to what I'm saying. And you could see here she's not on a jug of milk. She's basically, I'm going to blow it up. Sorry, you guys, I'm tired. Page 17. I'm going to show you that what her head is on has the, it has the heart right underneath her. So this, knowing that this came from, the car, many months ago, I was kind of trying to show you these elements, and let's put it this way, the world wasn't ready for it, right? And I'm like, you know what? I have to stay and stick to my belief in what's happening and to my angels that are telling me what's going on. This is what's going on. And I'm like, well, there has to be a reason for all of these hurts. It's right under her ear. Right under her ear. Let me see if I could circle it for you. Okay, I'm gonna circle it. 17. 1 second. Okay. just so you don't miss it, because this is really important, because one of the main elements is they have these hearts all over the kids, and they're connected to whatever they do, right? Summer. Oh, come on. So whatever they're doing, these hearts are very important. They just are. And the car ride, you crop it. The car ride was the first time witnessing the heart connected to the head, to the body, right? Here I'm circling them for you. And they're connected to the jugs. That's really what it is. And I'm not steering away from it. I'm telling you that this is what it is. There is wait, there's no way that it's not connected to them. Ooh, where's my little piece? Okay, here it is. Here you go. Those are the hearts, and that's the jug. That's the milk jug that everyone thought was a milk jug, right? Well, it's not. It's the same thing that Michael Vaughn's connected to. It's the same thing with all these, Michael and Harmony and Serenity. There they all are. And I'll tell you something. Williams from Australia it's like an blown out picture of it, and because they know over there no one's looking, but his is like bam, right in your face. It's right in your face. But this comes from the right from the car video. And you can't deny it. You can't deny that that is an element that I have been showing very long time. That's supposedly Candus in the front. And Candus has that thing on her head. Now, oh, that's interesting. The bottom one with the fire comes from Grandis having a fire in the backyard. And I don't know why I put this here. Oh, it's the same machinery. Oh. It's the same entrance. Like, if you look at the top left-hand corner, in summer, it's like what they're going into. It's what she's going into. And there's fire. There's fire in there. And the one with the fire comes from a live video from Grandis. I see. Let me bring these pictures closer to you. Copy. So this is what I'm saying here, that this is the same box. See how this could go right over, and it actually has the same thing sticking out of the mouth. This is the machine. So it could go like this, and it fits all the way down the thing in her mouth. And this over here is the same, but this one is lit up. It's there's fire involved, you guys. I don't know, it's hard to believe, but there's fire involved. So this goes right over that. And this goes right over that. So basically her head is going in this opening is what I'm telling you. It's the same photo, they're just covered up differently. See what I'm saying? It's the same photo, it's just some is covered up and some isn't. Just like that. See, it actually fits perfectly as if this this is all about summer. They used her as the cookie cutter, right? So when you see photos like this, it's about summer. And this fits right in there. So, this is that piece of furniture. Furniture. Maybe it is, maybe they disguise it as a piece of furniture. That's why I said that. It's very possible that they disguise it as a piece of furniture. Look at that. Let me copy and paste this one. See how it looks. See? Same thing. The same thing. That's the fire. It's the fire. This is a closer look to I don't know even how this came up in the video, to tell you the truth, but the boxes that are in this photo that's in this back area, that is the fake, that is the fake luggage that they say Shanann Watts is carrying. She's not carrying a freaking bag. And I think they missed it. I think that it was right at the front door. I think one of those boxes were in the surveillance camera. I think they just walked right by it and they didn't check anything. They didn't check pieces of luggage. They just asked. They didn't open anything, nothing. And I think that Chris was just freaking out because it was right in front of them and they didn't do anything. They missed it. Like if I was to walk through that house, I would be able to pick it in a second. Just more photos showing you how she's underneath whatever that is. And they tried to create it as a car seat. I showed you this one. This is in the back seat. When you slow the video down, this is actually what's in there in the back. Same elements as I see in the young families videos. I wanted to make a comparison to show you something. This girl to the right has she's the one that has all those really crazy pictures, and I'm just using her face just as an example, because her face is being used in this. So I don't know who she is, but guys, do understand, I have to say it over and over, I don't put this out because she's guilty. I mean, I know that this deep fake goes so far, and they do use people's faces to cover up their faces, and it's really important to tell you that I'm just using these pictures to help find these missing children. So I'm using these photos because the background is very similar, just one's green and one isn't, to the Underground Railroad of where they are. She just shows a lot more photos in hers, and more importantly, she shows a lot more detail. But my spiritual self tells me they're in the same location. My spiritual self tells me they're underground and there's no fresh air, and they're in one of these moving boxes that go up and down, and they bring you to this place. I feel as they're in the same location. I did want to show you, for those who haven't followed me from back, I don't know when it was, but there's this guy in Utah that I found very interesting elements. He has Don's logo on this. I don't even know what it is. I know that there's a famous spot to go to, but it's not it. It's not the same because this one has other things hanging from it. But what was so strange is this is when I found that little critter. That little critter in the bottom middle was sitting like right next to the rock mountain there. Um, Let me blow it up. And it matches up with that little flying critter that I showed you guys in the video yesterday that's it's like pulling at someone's head. It's just really strange. This here, this rock mountain, this is somewhere in Utah. And this location screams Summer Wells Missing Children. This, I truly believe this is where they put Summer's dedication rock, because this is a dedication rock area, and there's that funny face on it I see in the Wells case. And all the way, I'm going to circle it. Wait, edit copy. All the way. Nope. Wait. All the way in the back of that rock dedication is the little critter that flies around in so many videos. This little guy. Now people do a lot of great things with videos, right? But this little critter is it's I really can't wait to find out exactly what this critter does. It's right down there, right next to it, somewhere in there. And it's really clear, like it's really clear, and they keep it as a main symbol. He's very interesting. I mean, I gave the information to the TBI, they have it, but I don't know. I think it's going to come into play somewhere along the way. I just do. I wanted to show you, and I left Jason this name on here because this picture came with this dude sitting in this A-frame. This was connected to him, and is the smiling snake that Summer always tells me to look for, because she did say in one of the readings that she was looking, or like, what do you see? And she said smiling snake. These kids in here are, I don't know, they look drugged to me, and they have something in their mouth. But this is this is in the Smoky Mountains. Says July 2021, month after Summer went missing. These kids have this stuff in their mouth, and the room is just looks fake to me, but these kids are in trouble. They're in trouble. It's not normal. This is that guy. Hey, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm saying this is a place they may have clues for the Summer Wells missing children. This is up in Utah, kind of where all the young couples moved. It has a lot of information on it if you guys ever want to look back. I wanted to show you that when Candus did these pictures, a lot of times when she wears the same bathing suit and she takes pictures in different angles, you have to pay attention, because I went backwards, like I'm telling you guys to go back to the beginning, go back to the beginning. A lot of her photos are telling a very strong story. You know a lot more than you did, you guys. So this is when I said that, this is why I said they need to open up this household and go in and dig and look between the walls. In the window behind her, she's not taking a picture of the kid, she's taking a picture of what's behind her. That's the window. I think that is built in between the walls. Period. And that's probably connected to the bathroom. But that's a little white machine thing. And that's in her window. There are reasons why I'm told to take these pictures and put them in a PDF. There's reasons. And this is the reason, because what's behind her head is a hallway that is not, you cannot get to it. It's between, they don't share a common wall. He built this into the plumbing system. It's probably why they flooded. But their house, one day. Oh, so this was the fire exchange that this is what they turned into, really weird photos. But I put them to the side because they turned into weird photos. And now it makes sense. All of this turned into that sacrifice that you see there. And I'm going to show you of the video. What page is this? 32. Let me show you, for those who didn't see this little short video. Watch this with it, like, kind of watch this, knowing what I just showed you. There's like the black on top and the white on the bottom. This is someone's video off of YouTube that's videotaping a sacrifice. Heads in the corner. You'll see they're kind of on a slant underground. It's going down. You'll see in one of her angles. She posted this, and I took out the words, I took out the names. They're singing a chant. There's a few videos, one of them they're singing a chant. It's a chant. They're doing a sacrifice with a chant, and they're all surrounded around the fire. Could probably, let me see if I took out the chant words, because that would be okay to show. Oh, hear that? They actually give names. I didn't notice it before. These are the voices that go with it. Let me see if I have the chanting. One sec. I'll show you the last video. I know I have one with their chanting. I have one of a little child. Wow. All right, let me take out the audio in this one, and I'll show you what they do after this, okay? Chanting. I showed you a photo of this yesterday, and I didn't realize that I actually have the video. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, so this is what they showed later. So to me, this is these are the sticks that are used. This is what those sticks look like. And you could see there's like a rat on the end, and like I see the white horse. You see the rat in the middle? This is their video. I don't know what's in the middle there. I don't know if it's an animal. They put this out there, right? Let me see. So what I don't understand is, why hasn't this been flagged? You know, like, why hasn't this been flagged by anybody? It's pretty apparent that that was a sacrifice. Wait, let me go back to the page I'm at. But I do have more of their photos, but I'm very hesitant to put the video up with the baby. I have to go through it and skim through it to make sure that it's appropriate, you know, and because I don't want to just put it out there for people to look at. I have to see if there's anything in there that gives clues and reason to put it out there. Because if not, I'm not. I just haven't had the time to go through it. I will for next time. We showed this. Okay. We went through that. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that's just the same location. And the fire, her photos of what's back there makes sense to me now, because this and this video, this scene, this little clip I got from someone's videos. It's not important who, but this shape and the chair and the mechanics that are showing in the photos on the edges speak to me. Now this is Candus taking pictures. I'm going over all this just so I could put it out there. My main purpose today was to get through that channeling in the reading. Candus has reasons for this. She shows a lot of information in her windows as well as everybody else shown in their windows. If you really look at what she's taking a picture of, this is the setting that was used for Summer Wells last photos. This was the setting. She sets the setting. She creates the narrative, is what she does. She creates it and then she recreates it, and then it's used as the cookie cutter. Because this picture here is what they use to cover up everything in the back. Because what you see in the back is the machine. They're machines. You see elements. They're right there. But then they're all covered up. I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm looking at. You're looking at sick stuff that is used for sick stuff. It's the black area to the right of her, the right corner. So she's showing you that this is really her kitchen, and this is what's covered up when they take pictures of children. The back is all covered. We don't see this anymore. We see it differently. She's showing us really good photos of it. Really good photos of it. Same with this. There's the tin. There's the tin that I told you that they use because there's way too many pictures of this tin. There's so many pictures of this tin. Let me crop it for you guys. This right here. This tin with whatever's in, see what's in the wall there? We don't know what's in the wall, but everything, whatever is at the edge of a photo, like the very edge of something, they have it there on purpose. They have everything in a photo on purpose. You know, like this little blue thing in the window, that's on purpose. But this is used. Is used. There are reasons she has these pictures. I want to go back one more time to show you this is Candus's skeleton. You can't find it anymore. She took this stuff down so long ago. She took it down. She had to. But after watching many of my videos and understanding what I am showing here, the skeleton itself, like, let me crop this and show you what I want you to look at. There's a lot going on in the skeleton, but this is hers. She posted this. And when you go backwards, like I said, you need to go backwards and look at the original information, all the originals, and look at it from the viewpoint of what you know today. See that? It's like the top of a body with a head in a box. This is exactly what they do. This. So what you're seeing in her skeleton face is what goes on. Even the chair, wait a minute. This chair here is the chair I just showed you that I got from someone's YouTube page. It's not even worth discussing. Here, I'm going to show you something. This here is a chair. Look at, they even have their symbols on there, okay? The 5 and the E or the 2. Oh no, that's like that swirl. That's Ernie's videos have that. Oh, that it's like a swirl, like a fake knot. But this represents, hold tight, represents this. That's what that is. This is what that is, you guys. These are the same. If I were to turn it around, the dots would even match up. Those dots you see, they're not just put there randomly. Let me flip this. Wait. Paste. Let me turn it so the dots are lined up, and I'll show you what I mean. This way. Okay, wait. paste. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have to circle them for you probably. Well, you could probably see it. There's 3 dots and then 1 dot. Not the 2 big ones, not the ones that are hearts, because there's 2 that are hearts, but these dots all match up. This is the same chair because they like to superimpose shit. They like to superimpose it and create a storyboard. This is their purpose. They spend a lot of time doing it. So that's what's in here. A lot's in there, actually. I'd love to know whose stone that is in there. Um, yeah. Okay. I put this one to the side because it's the blankets that are in this photo that stood out to me. And the house all the way to the back on the left. This location is in the back of the Appalachian Fairground. It's back here. This is the location. She's covering those boxes. Those are the boxes. You can even see the S. This is shown behind the Appalachian Fairground. These are, I believe this is, I don't know if this is where they set up or this is the fake setup, but it's this is a location that S. Scott, she puts up a lot of photos that help me out. So thank you. Thank you for putting out photos that help me out. Yep. 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 This picture here. This is all the same location, but sometimes they'll put a raw photo of what they're covering up. Like this is what she's covering up. You could see the box. It looks like a 5, and then nothing. This is important. I This behind the Appalachian Fairground. This is the area I've been trying to tell them to go dig at. I have begged them to dig. And the photos of the kids on that horse, the wooden horse, this is what's behind them. This is what's behind them. It's the Appalachian Fairground. And that's underneath those bleachers. This is under the bleachers of the Appalachian Fairground. And you see all the way up top, there's the green face. The green face is up in the ear, and it's a tube-like thing that I believe they use. That is what they're using to move bodies back and forth. It's in the ear. And I'm going to show you that's a little green face. It's a little green face that is in the trees, and it's everywhere else. 42. Let me get a closer photo for you of the green face. They use these lights I think they use these lights to communicate. This is the green face. And this face is what's at here. It's the green face. And that is a tell-all, because this is everywhere of guilt. This is in the trees over the tunnel. This is at Laurel Park in the water. This is at where they transfer the boxes, the guys who are in the room, it's there. It's in the sky of where I believe that these things get picked up. This is um, a symbol that they use up high because it's neon green. And it's on this building. This is the building I have been begging them to go look, and that they need to go up in the ceiling. I showed this all, you guys. No one is going. It's this building here that has this. I don't get it. The shape of the building actually is the same shape that I showed you is behind Summerwell's in her. This is the building I told you matched up. They're hiding something back there. Um, this is the guy who I just wanted to re-show has the buildings, these buildings in his glasses. So the other day I was showing and telling you how the building to the left is the same building that's in the photo from June 15th of the guy standing in front of Walgreens, not in front of Walgreens, across the street of Walgreens, and he's holding a photo frame. In that photo frame, you guys look, it's that house. This is what he shows, is the same element. And then on the other one, let me show you something. And this other one is, and let me tell you something. It's not, oh, like all those skeptics, he's not standing in, they put it in there. They put it in there to speak to their people. It's impossible. It's impossible. Like, these are two different scenes that he put in there, Wait, let me show you. Let me get close to this building. Edit copy. Okay. Let me show you what's in the right side matches where I said I believe that this is of importance building. It's that building in this one. So they're showing two different locations. See? And this here is somewhere else. But that's in his glasses. This is in his glasses. Oh, and that is the most important. That hole in the ground. That's a real hole in the ground, dug underneath the ground. And it's got that blue bucket there, and that's underground. I don't think it's that difficult for them to go over here and just check these places out. I mean, this is these are the bleachers that I just showed you that have this in their copy. It's the same bleachers at night. These are those bleachers by that building. Nothing's been changed. This is what they're showing. And those bright little critter frickin' things on the bottom, the poodle and whatever else they show. Oh, I didn't know I had this in there. Oh my God, I was looking for it. Okay, so here's your guy. Here's your guy that I think these are the same people. The one to the left, and I'll copy that. I'll crop that and put it next to the picture. Here's this. This was posted on June 15th, the day that Summer went missing, for those who don't know. And the one to the right is a video, and I don't know if he was really with Betty Bullhorn, because it could have been superimposed, because Benny put it up of his friends in a restaurant. They were I don't know what they're doing, but this guy was at that table, and I'm like, oh wow, that's the guy from Walgreens. And it was, I don't know if he's friends with them. I have no idea, but it was like he was making fun of some people, Betty Bullhorn, at a restaurant with someone. So he must know this person, but this is the same guy that I believe is the same guy that's posing with at the in front of Walgreens with their photo, and that photo is the building. Wait, look at it. That's this building. Um, First of all, it's the building in this guy's glasses. Let me show you. You guys, I've shown this all to TBI. I have shown them so much stuff. Let me show you. This is in this guy's glasses. This is the same building. It even has the same green thing in the front. This is in that guy's glasses. It's the same building. See that? So this guy shows up twice. And those letters in there, I totally know I've seen them. It's like that font, NEI or NIE. I can't make it out. But in the back of him, he has the number 5. Like there's stuff that gets superimposed. So again, the one to the right was taken later. It was taken a picture with at some restaurant, and it was very disturbing. It was a very disturbing video, by the way. But that matches. I mean, it's the same building that's in this dude's glasses. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's the same. And you could tell it's the same because the left side is a little longer. It's like shaped weird. It's like shaped weird, right? So, not quite clear, but I know that this is real and that matches. And this guy shows up twice. Don't know who he is, but there. That's what's in his glasses. I mean, that's what's in the frame. This is what's in his glasses. That's no coincidence. The roofs are doing the same thing. It's like they have the same thing going on. So this is a location. It has to be. It has to be, or else they wouldn't be superimposing this shit. That's the building I think it is. Behind the Appalachian Fair. The shape of the roof is the same. I feel it. My gut feels it. I feel everything about this. I feel this so strongly. That this would be a place that I would go dig tomorrow. I don't know where this is. I actually think I'm going to open up chat and see if anyone knows where this is. See how the roof goes longer? Does anyone know um, where this building is? It would be behind the Appalachian Fairground somewhere or behind the Fender Farm. Because this was taken when they were at the farm, the fake farm. Maybe it's a fake farm. I really don't know. But I want to know where this white building could possibly be. Um, the girl that I showed you with the kids at the Fender Farm. It's this S. Scott. She's the one. I think she's the one with all of these photos that helped me out. I'm not saying nothing. It's got nothing to do with her. They're just photos that help me out. What the middle one? I wanted to. Do you guys know where that house would be? That it's a pretty broken down white um, building, and it kind of looks like a green roof. Oh, that's possible too. This is what I'm going to try to match up, because it's pretty important, right? Let me see if I have, I know I have more pictures of her. Let me see. Wait, I'm going to black screen for just a moment. Only because I'm putting up something else to show you guys. Summer movie, summer critter, March. Wait one sec. I wonder if that's the side of their house. Chanting. I'm looking for one particular. I put this out there. This was my cover. These kids, they go very, very far, deep. These are very deep, very, very, very deep cases. Wait, I'm going to throw something out there for a minute. So the picture of the picture of the fire with the twigs reminds me of this, and I think that this is like one of the very last things from the sacrifice. And there are a lot of wood pieces, and this really truly reminds me of this video. This to me looks the same. This looks the same. The same process. There's like, there's an A, there's a like a mouse, there's just very strange things. There's a white horse. But I think that this process that you see in the video brings you to that little piece of product, whatever that is. And it comes with a chanting, and I took the chanting off because I don't know what they're saying, and I don't want to do anything that's, out of the bounds of the purpose of me finding the children, if you know what I mean. But the one to the left, this picture comes from Summer Wells. This comes from her photo. And this here is just too representative of it. Very much so. You can see the middle turning, whatever's in there turns black. They shouldn't have had this up, right? Like they think no one is going to make out what it is, but when you're following all of these crazy videos, and what's going on, it matches up, unfortunately. I don't know where they go. That's the video. I don't know what they did. So, on that note, you guys, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here and for supporting and watching the channel. And I will be back with some more information. I will be getting on the road. I haven't gone over Serenity because the weather's been bad, and then I had to go out of town for personal reasons. Um, but I need to get on location and start looking for those elements to see if they pop up. Oh, look how the 5 is showing up when you stop this video. So, yeah, this is a sacrifice. Um, Whoever hasn't subscribed, please do. I don't know if anyone has bought any of the candles. I'd love for you to purchase them. They would definitely support the channel very well. I would love that because I think that that's a really good way of me putting something out there, giving you something in return, um, to supporting the channel. I will be making those candles. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm so excited. Um, I'm really excited to make those candles. So it's WCIAnetwork.com. And if you have any problems, if it doesn't go, I don't even know if it, hopefully it works. If not, just email me at info@WCIA Network. All right, everybody. I love you. God bless you. And take care. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, may justice come, you guys. May justice come.